Welcome back to another edition of JD's YouTube. This week's episode is going to be the top 8 of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's probably all I can do before I get copyright striked. Anyways, so yes, let's jump in. This first top 8 is top 8 iterations of Tommy. I had to stretch one. I stretched it because 8. And another one I didn't really consider a variation, but apparently it is. So, it's on here. Coming in at number 8 is Red Ranger Turbo. Turbo wasn't one of my favorites. The cars wasn't really that cool to me, but it's still better than some. Yes, his design of his costume wasn't the coolest. His weapon and vehicle wasn't the coolest of his other iterations, so it gets number 8. 7 is one I stretched. It is going to be the white Power Ranger, but the Falcon version. They did this two ways. The movie and the shows did two different things. The movie went with Ivan Ooze. Lost their powers, had to get their powers back. They got animal powers. He went from Tiger to Falcon. The TV show did it better with Rita's brother coming. And they had to do the same thing. They had to go and regain their powers. So I'm putting that on this list at number 7 because it's still the White Ranger, but Tigers are cooler than Falcons. Changed my mind. Number 6 is the Red Zeo number 5. This was the first time that Tommy took over as leader. The costume was okay. I don't know. I just, when I watched it, I just thought the costume of Zeos looked a little funny. So, Zeo at number 6. Number 5 is the other one I thought wasn't a thing, but apparently is a thing. Is the White Ninja. When they lost their powers and went to go get their powers, they had this transition where they're all ninjas, and ninjas are awesome. So yeah, let's go in the middle of the list, about the middle of the list, because ninjas are cool, and it looking back at it, it counts. It has its own morphing stance, it had its own morphing capability, period. I mean, so yeah, it's iteration. Coming in at number 4 is the Dino, the Black Dino suit. The Black Dino suit was black and gold. That was cool color schemes. The suit itself looked cool. I've been waiting forever for Tommy to come back, and then I was like, oh, he's a professor or doctor. And then, bam, he's a Power Ranger again. So that breaks in the top 4. In at number 3 is the White Tiger Power Ranger. The Tiger Zord was awesome. The suit was cool. He had lost his green powers. We didn't think it was coming back. Bam. turns out to be the White Ranger. I still remember that episode where they're all standing there wondering who he is, and then he takes off his helmet and it's Tommy. Like, that pulling on the heartstrings a little bit. So that gets number 3. Number 2 is one of the coolest iterations of Tommy ever. And it's not Show. It's not Show. It is Lord Dragon. This is number 2 for a variety of reasons. For one, I spent the last 10 years trying to figure out the perfect combination of green and white. They did it. His Zord is the Black Dragon. For those who don't know who Lord Draken is, he is a evil Tommy from a different timeline in the future. And what happens is he gets his hands on both. He was a Green Ranger. Gets his hands on the white Power Stone, and then he fuses them. The comics are. This is where they come from. The comics might be better than most of the shows. He goes around and just destroys all the other Rangers, collecting Power Stones to keep him in power. He even at one time kidnaps Ninjord. So, Lord Draken at number 2. In case you haven't figured it out, this being the coolest thing ever invented. And at number 1 is the Green Power Ranger. Evil Tommy was fantastic, and then they beat him, and then became the 6th Ranger. Green is one of my favorite colors. The costume is probably my favorite costume in all the costumes in Power Rangers. The gold shield. So, Green Ranger takes number 1. That being said, JD, out.